Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Pure Adrenaline Sports. This is John coming at you with live play-by-play and live reaction to tonight's championship game for the World Baseball Classic between Venezuela and the United States. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you all so much for all the watch time, for all the views throughout the WBC tournament. Very cool. Both teams walking in right now to home plate. Judge hands over the American flag. That was very cool. So let's make sure we're good to go on all the sides here. That intro video that they were playing was pretty cool. All right, let's make sure we're good to go over here. They're just doing intros now. All right, Shoot a Duck is here saying, "What's up, everyone? Let's go USA." It's been a fun one. Daniel Berry is here saying, "Hey, everyone, happy Tuesday." And Jonathan is here as well saying, "Hey, John, what a game ahead of us." I'll just state the obvious. Venezuela got a lot to play for. While they're going through the lineups here, let's take a look at some other sports tonight. I believe we got the play-in games tonight, I think. Let's see here. Schedule. No. Yeah. Right now you got UMBC against Howard. And tonight, Texas and NC State. Howard has a 63-51 lead. Miss Gina is here. What's up, Miss Gina? Saw Miss Gina in Fitzy's chat while we were doing our fantasy baseball draft for Fitzy's league. Duck says this game can definitely go either way, both with good hitters and pitching. Jonathan says very excited to see our boy McLean. Yep. Jonathan says McLean going to put the what? 7 days. Woo. Really 8 because it's 7 days, 23 hours. All right, they're slow rolling this thing tonight. Holy cow. I don't know. I honestly don't know who's going to win. Of course, I'm rooting for USA, but I honestly don't know. So let's look at the Venezuela lineup tonight. It'll be Ronald Acuna Jr. batting first. Mikhail Garcia will bat second. Luis Ariz third. Eugenio Suarez fourth. Labor Torres fifth. Tovar sixth. William Abreu seventh. Salvador Perez will bat eighth. And Jackson Churio will bat ninth. The U.S. defense here tonight behind Nolan. Bregman will be at third. Bobby Witt Jr. at short. Bryce Terang at second. Harper at first. Will Smith doing the catching. Roman Anthony in left. Byron Buxton in center. And Aaron Judge in right field. At least they're not going through. At least they're not going through their entire rosters, right? McLean is raw talent. This is going to be a good game. We missed you last night, Jonathan. What a game. With how it's getting dragged out, I hope my grandkids enjoy it. Alex is here. What's up, Alex? Awesome stuff, everybody. Welcome in. They don't have anybody there to sing the Venezuelan national anthem? I was trying to say that McLean is going to put the whole MLB on notice going lights out because I can't spell league. Oh, there you go. Oh, let's come back over here. Let's come over to our chat on this side. SSTR saying, let's go, Nolan. I got to keep going back and forth because for some reason I can't get all the live streams to come in together. Nope. They don't have anybody singing either national anthem. They're just playing the. So awesome stuff. Oh, we've already gained a follower tonight on the Rumble side. Let's go. We're up to 444. 444. Of course, in the Fantasy Baseball League, I'm in with Fitzy for his channel. Of course, I ended up getting Nolan McLean late. Very cool. All right, let's take a look at the NHL tonight. The Islanders have a 2-0 lead over the Maple Leafs. The Bruins are playing the Habs. That game tied up at 1, just under 17 minutes to go in the second period. The Blue Jackets have a 2-0 lead over the Canes. The Wild up 2-1 on the Blackhawks. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first. And just underway, Predators and Jets, no score. Sharks Oilers tonight. Then Panthers Canucks, Sabres Golden Knights, and Lightning Kraken. We need 777. It's luckier. Tokes is here. What's up, Tokes? First ever met starting pitcher. Technically, I believe a rookie. I'll have to check on last year's service time. McLean's still a rookie this year. He's the favorite to get the National League rookie. Got the chips, the sub, and the Dr. Pepper. It's ballin' time indeed. So rookie of the year potentially. Yep. So great. The teams the Flyers need to lose aren't. Nope. That's basically don't ruin your life. That's funny. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that. That's funny. I'm surprised Fitzy's not doing this one tonight. He's done all the other USA games. Well, every time I hear that, I think it's breaking news from Fox, our local Fox. The way they play the one commercial for their one promo for the news. Joe Davis on the call once again. The Dodger gnome, and the guy that hates baseball, John Smoltz in the booth. Mets fans since '68, welcome in. It would also works up for stuck up UC. It also works for stuck up UCLA fans. I learned that one while living in La La Land. Well, SS new name to the chat, so welcome in. Last year, I went live for every Mets game, regular season game. Don't do all the spring training games. But after tonight, our next live stream is Thursday night. It's the Mets and Rays, I think, but it's the prospect game. So we'll get to see some of the Met prospects. This is it, guys. Winners take all. That's right, Alex. Then Friday night we'll be live for St. John's. St. John's plays about 7:30, I think. And then Saturday afternoon we have the Mets again, and then Sunday the last spring training game. We have John guest appearances during the spring training. That's right. That's right. Guest appearances. I don't know if you guys follow him. It was great to see CP posted a video today. It was great to see CP back posting some videos. Jonathan says he's excited about the prospect game. We are up to 5 already on the Rumble side. Welcome in over there, everybody. Once again, the tracker is ahead of me, so please no spoilers in the chat. I have it so you guys can see the tracker. We might have, if it's going to be that far off this season, we might have to come up with a new layout. Haha, hint to subs on my interest on the prospect game. There you go, guys. Make sure you are subbed up on the YouTube side for the prospect game on Thursday. Let's see what we got going on here. We got 4 people watching on the vertical side on YouTube. On YouTube, there are 2 streams. There's a vertical side and a horizontal side. So every stream we do, we do that on YouTube for in-game reactions. What do you mean? Lindor's already started playing. Lindor's already started playing. What do you mean? What you hope he plays this year? Whoa. Duck says, I bet you a Dr. Pepper and a box of Cheez-Its that there's a Schwarbaum tonight. Let's go. Well, he did have surgery, so there was a question whether he was going to be ready for opening day, but he's already back. He's been taking defensive drills, played in some minor league games for defense, and he's gotten into some spring training action now. So he's just got to get his timing down for hitting, and I think he'll be ready to go. Jonathan says, my goal is to get some new subs to get more interested in what's coming up, the pipeline for our squad. Yeah, he'll be fine. I think Nolan McLean was the only Met I took in my fantasy draft. Yeah, for 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, this tournament. This just, I love baseball. Jonathan says, it was amazing to go on SNY and see Lindor rehabbing. He does the same drill repeatedly, like 100 times of getting the ball off various hops. Bam is here. What's up, Bam? Saying so excited. All right, here we go. Once again, the tracker is ahead of me, so no spoilers. McLean last year, 8 starts, a 5-1 record with the Mets, 2.06 ERA. McLean throws 6 pitches, a sinker, sweeper, curve, 4-seam fastball. Oh, I didn't see the other 2. All right, here we go. First pitch. And that one lined right back up the middle for a leadoff single. Buxton come in. Pickoff throw, not in time. The 1-0. Or outside, excuse me. Now it's 1-0. The first pitch, I should have said. The 1-0. And a chopper down to third. Bregman will go to second for 1. The turn, double play. Got him. Two out, nobody on. And He's out. Yep, they show it. Little fist pump from McLean. First pitch is inside 1-0 to Luis Arise. Arise 8 for 23 in the tournament. That's a 348 average with 2 homers. And that one popped up out the center. Buxton, couple steps to his right. And after the leadoff single, they get the double play and the fly out the center. We go bottom 1, still no score. Bam says double play, baby. USA, USA. Duck says, I've got no idea how Wheeler's going to be. Phil's shooting for, I think, mid-April, but I really do not want to rush him. No, he won't be back by mid-April. It was only a 4-pitch inning? I thought they said 8. Was it only 4? Holy cow. All right, so we go bottom 1. Here comes the United States. It'll be Bobby Witt Jr. leading it off. Bryce Harper will bat second. Aaron Judge third. Kyle Schwarber will DH and bat fourth. Bregman fifth. Roman Anthony sixth. Will Smith seventh. Bryce Terang eighth. And Byron Buxton will bat ninth. Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound tonight for Venezuela. Last year he made 29 starts. Had a 5.02 ERA with a 9-9 record. The defense for Venezuela tonight, Garcia will be at third, Tovar at short, Gleyber Torres at second, Luis Arise at first. Luis Arise has been playing first base in this tournament, but when he goes back to the Giants, he's going to be their second baseman. Salvador Perez behind the dish tonight. Wilyer Abreu in left, Churio in center, and Acuna Jr. in right field. Maddie's here. What's up, Maddie? Bourne's here as well on the Rumble side. Let's go, Breggy. How deep do you think you'll let how deep do you think they'll let Nolan go? Probably about 70 pitches would be my guess, depending on how much trouble he gets in. Nope, that's all right, Bam. I thought maybe I heard it. I'm not always right either, so. All right, here we go. The first pitch and popped out the center. Jerks and Churio, a couple steps onto the track will make the catch. 1 away. Everybody a little amped up tonight, huh? Bourne says, happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Harper swings and foul tips at 0-1. Ooh, off the plate, 1-1. The 1-1. And that one lifted out to left. The shortstop will go out, shallow left, will make the catch, 2 away. That'll bring up Judge with 2 out and nobody on. We're getting a couple quick half innings here. Omar Lopez is the manager for Venezuela. It's their first appearance in the finals. Last time USA lost to Japan in the final. The 0-1. Down low, 1-1. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Two and one the count. John, what would you say? Yo, Charles is here. What's up, Charles? John, what would you say the breakout is of the crowd percentage? Oh, I haven't noticed. We'll have to listen in. We've had a couple quick half innings here on the outside corner. Called strike three. USA goes down 1-2-3. We go to the second, no score. I don't know. It was hard to tell there that inning. SS says had a 49 out of 50 opening day streak for opening day. 71-20. Man, is that the record on opening day? 71-20? Going to be a tough one this year going up against Skeens. How am I so far behind here? Well, it says you're live. All right, let me come back over. We're up to 13 on the Rumble side, Born. Let's go. The WBC has been putting up good numbers for us. The 8464 on the screen, that is our YouTube sub count. I'm still trying to figure out a way to get all the platforms on there. McLean officially 5 pitches in the first inning. 5 pitch first inning, it says. Charles says he's doing very good. Let's go. Once again, I am behind on the chat and on the game. So inside 1-0. Suarez batting 188 here in this tournament. Inside. Oh, called a strike. 1-1. I don't like this home plate umpire. And a chopper foul, 1-2. One and two the count. Swung and a missed. He struck him out. 1 away. In for a strike to Torres, 0-1. On the outside corner, quickly ahead 0-2. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. Foul tipped at the plate, 0-1. Cousin Nolan looking sharp tonight. Amped up, Born. Amped up, man. My guy Nolan McLean's on the mound. DO1. And that one blooped out to right, and that'll drop in for a 2-out single. That'll bring up Willier Abreu. McLean. Yo, CP, what is up, buddy? Our guy CP in the chat. CP, make sure you post your link here as well. Mets pre and post game stuff, all kinds of Mets news. Him and Rob do an awesome job. Up high, 1-1. Pick-off throw. That was close. That was close. The 1-1. And that one line foul, 1-2. One and two the count. I don't like that back foot breaking ball. You hit too many batters with that pitch. And that one popped up. Shallow center. Bobby Witt will make the catch. That'll retire the side. We go bottom 2. Still scoreless. McLean only at what? 19 pitches here? Let me come back over to the chat so I'm live here, guys. CP says no one is amped with that velo. Lots of Mets content coming this weekend. There it is on the YouTube side, guys. Make sure you check out our guy Chris at True Mets Talk podcast. All right, here we go. U.S. coming to bat. It'll be Schwarber, Bregman, and Anthony. Insano. 19 pitch count. 18. Bam says 18. Let's go. That's even better. Once again, man, games on Fox are so far behind for me. I don't understand it. No matter what side you're watching on, make sure you hit that thumbs up for us. Consider hitting that follow or subscribe button, depending on which platform you're on. It is free to follow. It's nice today. Today was the first day. Friday we had double streams. Saturday 2 streams. Sunday 2 streams, and last night 2 streams. So tonight was nice, where it's only the one. Jonathan says, "I love this kid, John. I'm going to adopt him." On the outside corner, 0-1. The 0-1. Bouncing the dirt, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Sure, we're batting 364 in the tournament. The 2-1. Fouled straight back, 2-2. My dog's name is going to be Lean McLean. That 364 averages 8 for 22. The 2-2. Swung on a missed, one away. Alex Bregman coming up. 2 for 11 in this series. So that's a strike. He went. They checked down at first. Yes, he did. 0-1. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on a miss, 1-2. The 1-2. And a chopper to second. The first baseman's got it, race to the bag. Arise wins that race. 2 away. Two out and nobody on here for Roman Anthony. The U.S. still looking for its first base runner. Inside, 1-0. He's leaning on the pitch count. Yes, so is Rodriguez. This is only Rodriguez's 20th pitch. So there's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Way outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Down low, 3-1. Three and one count. And a chopper back to the pitcher. Over to first. That'll retire the side. 6 up and 6 down for the U.S. We go to the third. Darnell is here. What's up, Darnell? Uh-oh. Jonathan says he's got a new catchphrase and he's keeping it for the Jacob's here as well. What's up, Jacob? Why am I getting a Yes Network commercial? Oh, you missed two SS. I'm sorry. I keep missing your messages. Greg McMahon over on the Rumble side, and happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Welcome in. Still 14 over on the Rumble side tonight. Yeah, Astros and Mets on Saturday. Oh, it's not letting me put all his USA flags in the chat there. I don't know why. I hope USA wins. What's up? Oh, you might be behind. I'm a little behind on the chat. We're up to 15 over on the Rumble side. Once again, welcome in. All right, here we go. Top of the third, 8, 9, and 1. Salvador Perez, Jackson Churio, and Ronald Acuna Jr. And that one lined. Fair ball down the right field line. It'll be a single. Past the diving Harper. Dude, slow down. Slow down when you talk. In for a strike, 0-1 here. To Churio. It's weird. Let me put all the other emotes on the screen. Or just try quickly ahead 0-2 to Churio. The 0-2. McLean at 21 pitches. The 0-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Third strikeout. We go back to the top of the lineup with Acuna Jr. Led off the game with a single. Up and in, 1-0. 99-mile-an-hour sinker. There's a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Don't think Acuna like that. Swung on a miss, 1-2. 2.06 ERA through 8 career starts is third best in Mets history. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. And that one popped foul down the right field side. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Up and in, 3-2. The 3-2. Up high, ball 4. First and second now. That'll bring up Garcia, who grounded into a double play his first time. We could use another one of those right now. In for a strike, 0-1. Perez, the runner at second. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. And popped up. Foul. It'll go out of play, 1-2. No. Peralta's getting the opening day start. I'm not rethinking that. The 1-2. Oh, and it gets by. Oh, come on. It's a wild pitch. Runners advance. Catchers need to learn how to catch again instead of trying to frame everything. And that one driven out to left center field. Buxton will make the catch. The throw to third, not in time. Venezuela takes a 1-0 lead. The wild pitch cost a run. In for a strike, 0-1. Luis Ariz. The 0-1. Line foul, 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Runner on third, 2 out. Venezuela already with a 1-0 lead. DO2. And a ground ball right to the second. Terang's got it over to first. That'll retire the side. But Venezuela strikes first. 1-0 going bottom of the third. All right, let me catch back up to the chat, everybody. Now, I wouldn't rethink our opening day starter. I would keep it, Peralta. Charles says your attitude will determine your altitude. What's up, Charles? Miss Gina says she'll be right back. Okay, now let's battle back, U.S. Be right back, she says. All right, U.S. coming up here. It'll be 7, 8, and 9. Will Smith, Bryce Terang, and Byron Buxton. Charles says doing well. Just got thrown out of the kitchen. What happened, Born? Born says he just got thrown out of the kitchen. That can't be good. I was eating all the food, he said. Wife got mad and said, "You're out of here." All right, here we go. 7, 8, and 9. Down a run. Up high, 1-0. Smith in this tournament, 3 out of 10. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. And that one popped up out the left field. The third baseman, the shortstop, and the left fielder all coming in foul territory. It'll be called by the left fielder. 1 away. Doc says, need that warm weather. Driving home in Haley snowy slush mess was not on my March bingo card. Which player do I think has the best arm? I have no idea. The 1-0. Ground one, base hit in the right field. The U.S. has got their first base runner. Bryce Terang with a 1-out single. That would bring up Byron Buxton. Duck says your wife already sounds like a better ump. Let's get her behind the plate tonight. Tank. All right, where are my mods at? Not taking care of the nonsense in the chat. Up and in, 1-1. Pickoff throw, not in time. Wish I had more rumblers chatting. That's all right. We got 15 people here. Dakota just followed over on the kick side. Thank you, Dakota. The 1-1. Up and in, 2-1. Two and one to count. Swung on a miss. 2-2. Let's start the run production machine. 2-2 the count here. No, definitely a pro Venezuela crowd. The 2-2. Swung on a missed. 2 out. Back to the top of the lineup with Bobby Witt Jr. Right down the middle, 0-1. And Bobby Witt pops one out to center. Cheerio before the track. That'll retire the side. We go to the fourth. 1-0 Venezuela. Suarez, Torres, and Tovar coming up. Once again, welcome in, everybody. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube side. Hit the follow button on all the other sides. All right. Islanders up 3-1 tonight. The Bruins and Habs are tied at 2. Blue Jackets up 4-1 over the Canes. Wild up 3-2 over the Blackhawks, and the Predators and Jets tied at 1. I'll give you $20 for that beef stick. He went down. He didn't go up. Oh, Jonathan says he was only seeing his chat. All right. We have been between 15 and 20 on the Rumble side all night. Let's go. Welcome in on Rumble. Since the start of 2026 on the platforms we stream to, Rumble, in terms of views and followers, has been our second best platform. Nolan McLean starting the fourth here. He's at 37 pitches. Yes, it's in Florida. Yep. One says game is going by fast. It is. It's already the fourth inning. In for a strike, 0-1. They check down at first. No swing. 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on a missed 1-2. I agree, Bam. I don't get it. This offense is horrendous. The 1-2. Oh, that one just missed. 2-2. The 2-2. Did he go this time? They checked down at first? No, 3-2. Blast Radius, what's up? Shout out John in chat. Let's go USA. The 3-2 and chopped foul. We'll do it again. That's none of your business. What does that have to do with the baseball game we're broadcasting? And a chopper foul. We'll do it again. Oops. And a chopper. Terang's got it. One away. Blade says, I'm a Met fan, so I just want McLean to be healthy. Go get him out ASAP. No, not get him out ASAP. It's like there's no bat, so they went Betty by. Fouled off 0-1 here to Torres. Swung on a miss, quickly ahead 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Outside, 1-2. I don't care how many runs they scored as long as they win. Stop complaining about runs scored. Called strike 3. Got him looking. Second time he's struck out Torres looking. Up and in, 1-0. You guys can see him in the World Series. Yes, we can. The 1-0. Blooped. Foul. Harper will make the catch. Fox doesn't show it. Another 1-2-3 inning from McLean. We go bottom four, still 1-0. Harper, Judge, and Schwarber coming up. Fox refusing to give us the good angles for replays or replays in general. No, they'll be showing a replay and they're missing pitches. Like, nah, come on. The one game they scored 15 runs, dude. Charles says discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Indianapolis 500. My guy Joseph Newgarden going for 3 in a row. All right, here we go. Once again, Harper, Judge, and Schwarber down a run. Swung on a missed 0-1. Inside 1-1. And that one ripped, but right at the second baseman over the first, one away. I mean, the only game they lost to Italy, they still scored 6 runs. Now, against the DR, they only scored 2. But they were able to hold on. The first pitch to Judge, down low, 1-0. Home plate umpire flinched a little bit there. The 1-0. And Judge fouls it off 1-1. The 1-1. And that one hit out to right. Foul territory. It'll go out of play. 1-2 the count. Judge calls timeout. And he went, struck him out. How is Team USA getting fooled by a guy that had a 5.02 ERA last year? All of a sudden, this guy is unhittable. Schwarber takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Down low, 2-0. What's the matter, Bourne? The 2-0. Down low, 3-0. Oh, no, that's from MLB, so I can't change that. MLB's got to refresh that. Outside, ball 4. So a 2-out walk. Thank you for letting me know, though. Yeah, I get that information right from MLB.com. Down low. Oh, called a strike. No worries. You took care of it. Up high, 1-1. Whoa, that kind of the screen flickered. 2-1. In between innings here, I'll refresh MLB to see what's going on here. And fouled straight back, 2-2. Come on, Bregman, hit a home run, dude. Shut these people up. Pick off throw. Not in time. The 2-2. And a chopper to short. They'll flip it to second for the fourth. And that'll retire the side. We go to the fifth. Still 1-0 Venezuela. All right, let me go to MLB.com and see if we can refresh this, see what's going on here. All right, there we go. I think it just needed to be refreshed. Uh-oh. Oh, what is going on here? Okay, McLean's still on the mound here. "51 pitches for McLean here to start this inning. Probably going to be his last inning of work. In for a strike, 0-1. And that one's driven out to center. Buxton to the track, and that ball's out of here. And it's 2-0. Yeah, up and in, 1-0. Perez singled and scored his first time up. There's a strike, 1-1. Brad Keller getting warmed up in the U.S. bullpen. Up and in, 2-1. That one just missed, 3-1. Fouled off, 3-2. And that one lifted out to center field. Buxton will make the catch, 1 away. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Outside, 1-2. And that one popped up. Shallow center. Terang will make the catch, 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup with Acuna Jr. He singled and walked so far tonight. Oh, that might be it for McLean. Nope, and that'll be it. 4 2/3 for McLean. He gave up 2 runs. So that'll be it. Brad Keller will come in. Once again, our next live stream will be Thursday night. The Mets and Rays prospect game. Thank you for the live game. No worries. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Bourne says got back in the kitchen and stole some more corned beef and cabbage and onions. No, absolutely disgusting. Manny saying hi. Manny, sorry I'm a little bit behind on the chat. Down low, want to know. I don't like any of that. That cabbage is all right. And a ground ball is short. Bobby Witt Jr.'s got it. Nice scoop by Harper to stay on the bag as well. That'll retire the side, but Venezuela gets the solo home run. We're halfway through. It's 2-0. It'll be Roman Anthony, Will Smith, and Bryce Terang coming up. U.S. looking to stay in this one. Dunk a fry and a frosty. It's the best way to eat them. All right, here we go. Bottom 5. The U.S. needs to start waking up here. I mean, they have not put any pressure on this pitcher. I will go and sacrifice a rodent for some runs. Is Kevin Long the USA hitting coach? That's a great question. In for a strike, 0-1. Up high, 1-1. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. McLean did okay. 4 2/3. Gave up the 2 runs. Swung on a miss, 2-2. The wild pitch really cost him a run. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. The 3-2. And a chopper to second. Over to first, 1 away. And that'll be it for Rodriguez, really. Wow. That's risky. He was shutting it down. Alex is done. Thank you, Alex, as always, for being here. We get a pitching change here. Insurance is dumb. We need another rodent at the stake, right? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday already. Yeah, he did fine. McLean did fine. Yeah, if somebody would have told me McLean would have went 4 2/3 and gave up 2 runs, I'd have signed up for it. Charles saying to hit that like and follow button on your respective social media platform. Bizzardo will be the new pitcher here. 1 out, nobody on. Will Smith in for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Up high, 1-1. And that one popped foul, 1-2. The last two games, Venezuela's bullpen, 14 innings, 0 runs. Up high, 2-2. Miss Gina says going to reboot. Phone's playing up. Since automatic update, barely seeing the chat. The 2-2. Popped foul. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Called strike three. What are we waiting for, man? Swung on a miss, 0-1. Huh, my JV team can hit better. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. And right down the middle, 1-2. But they're afraid to swing the bat or something. Chopped foul. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. The 2-2. And a chopper to second. Another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 6th. 2-0. Ships, am I right? Henry saying the U.S. coming back to win 3-2. All right, here we go. There's a strike. Oh, Keller's still the pitcher here. And that one lifted out to the left. Buxton, the center fielder, will come over. One away. Bam says absolute garbage offense. Unbelievable. Yeah, I don't get it. They check down at third. No swing. 1-0. And that one popped up. Buxton will come in for that one as well. 2 away. Lost says Gunnar Henderson. Like, I'm sorry. Bregman's not the better player. Gunnar Henderson should have been in the game. And that one ripped foul. 0-2. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. A nice 1-2-3 inning from Keller. We go bottom 6. Still 2-0. It'll be 9-1-2. The Rosa Masterclass. McLean was so worked up after that double play. I'm disappointed for him. Still a chance. Yep, he pitched much better this time around than the first time, though. So, Jose Buto, the new pitcher here for Venezuela. Here in the WBC, he's been lights out. When the MLB season starts. Oh, PCA will be the pinch hitter here. since the last 2 games, 8 for 49 with 20 strikeouts and 2 runs for the U.S. All right, here we go. The first pitch, in for a strike, 0-1. No, not for Anthony. He's in for Buxton. You're not taking Anthony out. I guess you could. You could have, because PCA could play left, but they took Buxton out. The 1-1 from Buto. And lifted out to left. Abreu will make the catch, 1 away. The U.S. has not had a base hit since the 3rd inning. They had a walk in the 4th, and that was the last base runner. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Takes the first pitch straight down the middle, 0-1. And for a strike, no, called the ball. Wow, 1-1. No, especially this game, he's not the reason they're losing. The one single is the reason they're losing. The 1-1. And popped foul. Oh, first baseman, Arise in foul territory, will make the catch. 2 away. Disappointing, man. Like, not even putting any pressure on him. Like, get some runners on. Here's Harper. Outside, 1-0. Oh, my goodness. The announcer's got to stop talking about it, too. The 1-0. Bounced in the dirt, 2-0. The 2-0. Down low, 3-0. The 3-0. Right down the middle, 3-1. And that one ripped out to right. That'll be in for a base hit. That'll bring up Judge as the tying run. Judge has struck out both times tonight. Once looking, once swinging. Down low, 1-0. Yo, Pat McAfee's at the game. Down low, 2-0. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 to Judge. Buto deals right down the middle, 2-1. The 2-1 down low, 3-1. The 3-1 right down the middle, 3-2. What's Judge looking for? The 3-2. And grounded to the third. The throw over to first. That'll retire the side. A 2-out single stranded. We go to the seventh. Take a look at Jose Buto getting out of that inning with no runs because it's the only time this season it's going to happen. Kurt waving high. What's up, Kurt? Judge is already in October form. Let's see here. Do we have any finals in the NHL tonight? Oh yeah, the Islanders beat the Maple Leafs 3-1. The Habs beat the Bruins 3-2 in overtime. So picking up points, and the Blue Jackets beat the Hurricanes 5-1. So everybody moves ahead of the Flyers again. Flyers are now 9 points. Nope, never mind. Flyers are now 8 points. Also close enough. First pitch swung on and missed. Vest, the new pitcher. PCA stays in the game in center field. Swung on a miss. Quickly ahead 0-2. Bounce in the dirt, 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. One away. Up high. Ooh, called a strike. 0-1. Tovar's 1 for 2 today. Inside 1-1. The 1-1. And that one lined into left center field. That'll get him for a base hit. Tovar will stop at first. Outside 1-0. Barry putting it USA's down low 2-0. Pick off throw, not in time. Fouled off 2-1. Fouled off 2-2. The 2-2. And a check swing. The only play is going to be over to first. Got him. 2 away. Here comes Salvador Perez. Chopper. Foul ball. Man, my goodness. Fox isn't even on it. Talking about Salvador Perez and his mound visit last half inning. Oh and 1. Swung on a missed 0 and 2. The 0-2 and popped up. Shallow center. Judge coming in. He'll make the catch. That'll retire the side. We go bottom 7. Stand up and stretch, everybody. That's exactly what we're going to do. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and we'll be back to finish this one up. All right, here we go. Zerpa, the new pitcher. The Schwarber will lead it off. First pitch is right down the middle. Oh, stop blowing smoke up every Venezuela's player's backside. My goodness. Outside 1-1. They check down at third. No swing. On the outside corner, 1-2. Schwarber bitching to the home plate umpire. It's a strike, dude. Called. Oh, that should have been strike 3. 2-2 the count. Don't know where that one missed. The 2-2. Swung on a missed. Inside 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. There's a strike. No, called the ball, 2-1. The 2-1. Outside, 3-1. The 3-1. And that played perfect at third. Over the first, 2 away. And for a strike, 0-1. Inside, 1-1. The 1-1. On the outside. No. 2-1. I thought that was a strike. I agree, board. This is horrible. It makes it worse with the announcers harping on it. Like we can't watch. Like we're not watching the same thing. Outside, 3-1. The 3-1. Anthony. Inside, ball 4. So another 2-out base runner here. That'll bring up Will Smith. Oh, we're getting a pitching change here. #, where are the bats? That's awesome. 1-800, where are the bats? They've been like this all tournament. Can't hit any major league caliber pitchers. Just beat up the minor leaguers and washed guys. No, because Buto just pitched and didn't give up anything. What? I don't get it. What we're gonna do? We're early. Oh, whoa! I almost hit end stream. We don't want to do that. Here's Machado. He's not giving up a run. And Smith, if he stands there and doesn't swing, it hits him. Instead, he swings at it, and it's strike one. The 0-1. Right down the middle, and he doesn't swing at that one. 0-2. Oh, that ball did hit him, but he swung. And popped up. In foul territory, it'll be caught. We go to the 8th. Still 2-0. Stepped away, says Bourne. No, nothing. A two out base, a 2-out walk, and then a foul out. They act like they don't care. Pitching is what won us the game against DR. Think about it. Still been waiting for an eruption from this team. Maybe we should try sending the pitchers up to the plate to swing the bat because our hitters aren't doing it. It'll be 9-1-2 here for Venezuela. And Griffin Jacks, the new pitcher. All right, here we go. Churi to lead it off. In for a strike, 0-1. Swung on a miss, quickly ahead 0-2. Swung on and foul tipped, held on by the catcher, and went away. Outside 1-0 here to Acuna Jr. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Single, a walk, and a ground out. The 1-0. And a chopper to short. Witt's got it. Over to first, 2 away. Two out, nobody on here. In for a strike, 0-1. Oh my goodness, this guy Joe Davis is a clown. Luis Angel Acuna does not play for the New York Mets. He plays for the Chicago White Sox, dude. Popped up. Foul. Smith sheds the mask, and he'll make the catch. That'll retire the side. We go bottom 8. Still 2-0. 8, 9, and 1 coming up for the U.S. Pete Hoffman. A lot of you guys might know who Pete Hoffman is from WFAN. Says watching Team USA reminds me too much of the Mets last year. The offense is supposed to be better than this. Yep, absolutely. All right, here we go. Right, right down the middle, 0-1. Machado still the pitcher here. The 0-1. And fouled off, 0-2. Swung on a miss, 1 away. Here's PCA. Pops it up. Foul. 0-1. The 0-1. And a chopper. Second baseman will get it. Flip it to first. 2 away. Right down the middle. Owen. Oh, that was a ball. 1-0. Should have been a strike. Inside 2-0. The 2-0. Outside 3-0. The 3-0. Down low, ball 4. That'll bring up Harper. Paint drying is more energetic than the lineup. All right, here's Harper. Representing the tying run here. The first pitch from Machado. Down low, 1-0. If Harper can keep it going, Judges on deck. The 1-0. And Harper hits one out to center field. Did he get it all? At the wall. It's out of here. Bryce Harper ties the game. .432 feet. That'll bring up Judge. Up high, 1-0. Harper. The 1-0. And Judge fouls it off. Ooh, I got a piece of Salvador. Oh, you reading some lips. Oh, man. The 1-1 the Judge. Swung on a miss. 1-2. Miss Gina says, I didn't want to jinx it, so I stayed quiet. LFG. Toke says, attaboy. Harper ties it, says Bourne. Charles says, can you smell what the USA is cooking? No. Why do you think of Kingman? Judge, I mean, Kingman was nowhere near a 300 hitter. Called strike 3. Judge standing there with the bat on his shoulders. Third strikeout of the night for Judge. We go to the 9th. We're tied at 2. Exactly. 3 Ks. There you go. That would remind people of Kingman, right? Yep. Unbelievable. So we go to the 9th. It'll be Arise, Suarez, and Torres for Venezuela. Home runner, strikeout equals Judge. Greg McMahon back putting the U.S. flags in the chat. All right, I got to figure out a way to get that on screen. That's too cool not to be on the screen with the waving flags there. Garrett Whitlock will be the new pitcher here for Team USA. Down low. Whoa, Arise twisted up funny. 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Down to the wire action, says Charles. The 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. The 2-1. Up high, 3-1. You got to get the first man out here after tying this one up. Can't give them any momentum here. There's a strike. Oh, called a ball. A leadoff walk. Keep an eye on a rise. He did have 11 stolen bases last year. Oh, they're going to pinch run for him. Now they're definitely going to try to steal a bag. Outside, 1-0. Lucky says, as a Met fan, I love Bryce Harper right now. But here we go. We don't need the pitching to falter now. Pickoff throw, not in time. Tyler Rogers getting warmed up in the U.S. bullpen. The 1-0. Swung on a miss, 1-1. Sanoha runs the throw down the second. Got him! No, he's out. Let's see if the U.S. challenges this. Then the U.S. is challenged. Live, I thought it was out. Let's see. Did he miss the tag? Oh, man, this is close. I don't know if there's enough to overturn it. Oh, man. Let's see from this angle. It's got to be conclusive, and I don't think it is. Runner safe, yep. I didn't think there was anything there to overturn it. If the U.S., after tying this game, blows it like this is dumb. Swung on a miss, 2-2. I think he's out, but not enough to overturn. Yeah, Bam, I agree. Live, I thought he was out. The 2-2. It popped up. Foul. Out of play. The 2-2. Whitlock will deal. Up and in. 3-2. The 3-2. And that one laced out the left center field. That's going to get in the gap. And I would have rather not scored than this nonsense. You give it right back. 2 batters into the inning. In for a strike, 0-1. You got to keep this to 1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. The 0-2. And a chopper foul. Slapped it foul. We'll do it again. Ripped foul again. The 0-2. Pop foul. Up high, 1-2. The 1-2. Popped up. Shallow left. Anthony will make the catch. 1 away. Runner holds at second. Darnell says that's game. I agree. And we're getting a pitching change here. Whitlock was absolutely worthless. Lead off, walk the leadoff man. Let's set this up now that we're going to the ninth inning, everybody. On the YouTube side, we'll set up a redirect over to our guy, Sinbin. He's calling the Buffalo Sabres and the Vegas Golden Knights tonight. All right, turn them down here. All right, we're back after the pitching change. Tyler Rogers, the new pitcher here. Outside, 1-0. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Worthless Whitlock kind of has a ring to it. The 1-1. And that one popped up on the infield. And it's caught. They're lucky. Suarez was lucky that was a sky-high pop-up because he was running. He slid into third base. He was able to get back in time. 2 down. He touched it. Because he slid into third, he had to retouch third before heading back to second, and he did. It's just an umpire review. It's not a challenge. Yeah, he got it. He touched the bag. Who do we have coming up in the ninth? We will have Schwarber, Bregman, and Anthony. My guess is we get a pinch hitter. I mean, you can't leave Gunnar Henderson sitting on the bench. On the YouTube side, thank you all so much. Really appreciate everybody being here tonight. And now they're going to walk Abreu. That'll put 2 on. Offers. He said they're offers so far. Yo, James is here. What's up, James? All right, here we go. Did he go? No swing. 1-0. USA tied it in the bottom of the 8th, but Venezuela came right back in the top of the 9th here with the run. Still threatening. And Perez out to left. Anthony will make the catch. We go bottom 9. It's 3-2 Venezuela. Schwarber, Bregman, and Anthony coming up. USA needs 1 to tie, 2 to win. Once again, on the YouTube side, when we are done, it'll ask you if you want to redirect over to Sinbin. Sinbin does play-by-play for a ton of hockey. He's covering the Buffalo Sabres and the Vegas Golden Knights tonight. What? All right, here we go. Bottom 9. Welcome in, everybody. 17 watching on the Rumble side right now. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up for us. Consider hitting that follow button as well. Wilson Contreras now in the game at first base for Venezuela, and Daniel Palencia. All right, Schwarber 0 for 2 tonight. Had a walk in the 4th. Yep, 3 years ago, Team USA lost 3-2 to Japan in the final. Up high, 1-0. Gunnar Henderson is the pinch hitter on deck. The 1-0. Schwarber chops one foul, 1-1. Well, it can't be a walk-off shore bomb, because if he hits a home run right now, it's a tie ball game. Swung on a miss, 1-2. But I like Miss Gina's way of thinking there. The 1-2. Palencia will deal. Up high, 2-2. Like days, he said. The 2-2. Swung on a miss, one away. Schwarber 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts tonight. No worries, Miss Gina. I still would have signed up for a home run there to tie it. I got way too close to that microphone. Over. Over. Well, here's Henderson replacing a guy that was over. Three to two is the USA's kryptonite. Yep. Now up high 1-0. Wonder if that little meeting at the mound was kind of a pitch around. Are you going to pitch around here? The 1-0. And Henderson pops it up on the infield. And it's caught 2 away. The United States is down to their final out. Roman Anthony, the batter. Our next live stream will be Thursday night, everybody, for doing the Mets prospect game against Tampa. And then we'll be doing the St. John's March Madness game on Friday night. And then back to Met baseball on Saturday and Sunday. The 1-0 on the outside corner, 1-1. And once again, on the YouTube side, when I end tonight's stream, it'll ask you if you want to redirect. Thank you, Charles, Gina. I know Jonathan was here. Duck's been here all night. James hops in. Alex was here. Want to give props to everybody that was here. Kurt was here. The 1-1. In for a strike, 1-2. The United States is down to their final strike. Hey, we won in hockey at least, right? In all three aspects of hockey, too. Men's, women's, and the Paralympics. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. The ball game is over. The story of tonight is the USA did not hit. If you would have told me Team USA gave up 3 runs tonight, I would have said they blew them out. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out. The next WBC is not until 2029, so we have a few years to wait. Congratulations to Venezuela. Hey, they got hot at the right time, right? So you got to give them props. They did enough. Even after tonight, when USA came back and tied it, they stayed with it, scored the next run, and held on to win. So great stuff. Once again, we are a week away from real baseball. I shouldn't say it that way. Regular season baseball, I should say. So great stuff, everybody. Thanks again. Once again, hit them thumbs up for us. Consider subscribing or hitting that follow button, depending on which platform you're on. And we will see everybody next time.